Assalamu alaikum, this is Seerat. I am starting a series on the lives of the companion of our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And today I will talk about someone whose life was so exemplary that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent salam to her. And she is none other than our beloved mother, Hazrat Khadija Razlo ta'ala anha. If we talk about Hazrat Khadija's lineage, her lineage is Khadija bint Khuwailid bin Asad. She belonged to the Banu Asad tribe, whose ancestry traces back to Asad bin Abdul Uzza bin Qusay. So this is the complete lineage of her tribe. And when it comes to Qusay, the lineage begins with him, followed by Abdul Munaf, and then followed by Abdul Muttalib. And from there comes the lineage of our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So in this way, the connection between Hazrat Khadija Raziyallahu anha and our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, links back at Qusay. During the era of ignorance, means Taurid Jahiliyat, J days, when idol worship was at its peak, when forbidden practices like singing and dancing and all other forms of indecency were widespread. Despite this, our beloved mother, Hazrat Khadija Raziyallahu anha, was known as Tahira, means the pure one, because of her good nature and moral values. Hazrat Khadija Raziyallahu anha was born 15 years before Amul Fil. Amul Fil refers to the event when Abraha, the king of Yemen, came from the Yemen with his army and elephants to attack the Kaaba. In the same year, our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was born. It indicates that Hazrat Khadija Raziyallahu anha was 15 years older than our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. If we talk about Hazrat Khadija's wealth, Hazrat Khadija's father, Khuwailid, was a well-known figure in Makkah. He was a leader of his tribe. He was a successful businessman engaged in trade with Yemen, Syria, and other northern regions of Saudi Arabia. During the sacrilegious wars known as Harb-e Fijar, Khuwailid passed away. And after his death, Hazrat Khadija Raziyallahu anha took the charge of her father's business, and she became the wealthiest woman of Makkah. If we combined and placed all the wealth of the people of Makkah on one side and her wealth on the other, her wealth would outweigh theirs. This indicates how immensely she was wealthy. If we talk about Hazrat Khadija's nature and behavior, Hazrat Khadija Raziyallahu anha never used foul language. She never argued with anyone. Ibn Ishaq, a famous historian who wrote extensively on the Seerah, he mentioned an incident of the festival. At this festival, people were worshipping Hubal, their chief idol, along with several smaller idols. The women of Makkah had gathered there to pass their time, and Hazrat Khadija Raziyallahu anha was also present. During the festival, a Jewish man passed by and made a prediction. Soon a prophet will come from the descendants of Ismail, and if any one of you get a chance to marry him, do so. Then he started criticizing their idols. In response, the Quraysh women became furious. They insulted him, and even they threw pebbles at him. But Hazrat Khadija Raziyallahu anha remained silent and humble and refraining from any kind of reaction. It indicates her dignified and calm nature even from the beginning. And it also indicates that she was never inclined towards idol worship. Our beloved mother Hazrat Khadija Radhiyallahu anha had impeccable nature. She used to place a green cloth over the roof of her house to indicate that this is the house where help is given to the poor and needy. So she was kind hearted, humble, and dedicated to helping the poor and needy. She was immensely wealthy. She was extremely beautiful. But despite all these qualities, she was not arrogant. We often see in our surroundings that often beauty and wealth breed arrogance. And we see that if someone is wealthy or beautiful, he says, "Keep this poor person away from me. I will not talk to him. I will only talk to the people of my own status." But our beloved mother, Hazrat Khadija Radhiyallahu anha, taught us that true greatness lies in service to humanity and not in arrogance. Our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, used to herd goods when he was around 18 to 20 years old, and then following in the footsteps of Abu Talib and his uncles, he engaged in trade with honesty, which earned him a great reputation in Makkah. When Hazrat Khadija Radhiyallahu anha heard about him, she decided to give him goods to trade. She sent her servant Maisara along with him to observe how he conducted business. During the trade journey, Maisara noticed something remarkable, that a cloud was providing a shade over the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, even though the rest of the area was under the blazing sun. This left Maisara extremely amazed. When the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, returned from the trade journey, he brought back a profit that was 4 times the original amount for Hazrat Khadija Radhiyallahu anha. So she became very happy because previously, whenever she entrusted her goods to others for trade, they would never bring back such profit, and they would often misreport or underreport the profits or earnings. But this time she was extremely happy and impressed with Prophet Muhammad's honesty. During this time period, Hazrat Khadija Radhiyallahu anha was also receiving marriage proposals. It is said that she had been married twice before. Her first husband had passed away, while she herself had chosen to separate from her second husband. She had a son and a daughter from previous 2 marriages. So one day, her friend Nafisa came to her and said, "Why don't you marry Muhammad? He is such a good man." So after this thing, Nafisa took her proposal to Abu Talib's house. And after some arrangements and discussions, finally Hazrat Khadija Radhiyallahu anha, our beloved mother, and our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, got married. Hind bint Atiq, a daughter, and Hind bin Hala, a son, were Hazrat Khadija's children. And after marriage, our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, moved to Hazrat Khadija's house. And together they began living a happy and harmonious life. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed them with 6 children: Hazrat Qasim, Hazrat Zainab, Hazrat Ruqayya, Hazrat Kulsum, Hazrat Fatma, and Hazrat Abdullah. But it is a fact, it's a nature of this world that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always tests his beloved and righteous servants. So after some time, his eldest son passed away. And then the youngest son of our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, also passed away.